Hey everybody! Hoje a gente vai falar sobre 11 expressões que os americanos também erram, tá bom? Então, cuidado quando você ouvir essas expressões para você não repetir elas incorretamente. Vamos lá? Quando a gente aprende inglês, a gente confia que os americanos ou britânicos vão falar corretamente. Para a pronúncia, talvez isso seja verdade, mas existem muitas expressões que até nós americanos falamos errado. Vamos falar de algumas delas e se você ouvir alguém falar incorretamente, não copie. Para! Tá gostando do conteúdo? Dá um like, joinha, ajuda a gente a continuar trazendo esses vídeos para vocês. Se inscrevam no canal, tem muito mais por aí. A primeira é to take something for granted. Muitos americanos falam to take something for granted. Granite is a rock, it's a stone. You use it to make tabletops, okay? To take something for granted means that you don't appreciate it enough and you think that it will always be available and many times without thanks or recognition. For example, your parents helped you pay your bills and tuition all through college. But you take it for granted. You keep spending money and you don't even have a job. The next expression is for all intents and purposes. Sometimes Americans say for all intensive purposes, mas não é para todos os propósitos intensivos, é para todos os propósitos e intenções. And the expression means that under usual circumstances or in most practical situations, something will work. For example, the cheaper model has the same quality as the more expensive model. So, for all intents and purposes, the cheaper model will be fine. As próximas duas expressões são semelhantes, não no significado, mas no erro que os americanos cometem quando falam essas expressões. Tongue in cheek, muitas vezes é falado como tongue and cheek. Não é língua e bochecha, é língua na bochecha. Como uma frase que é dita com sarcasmo ou para ser levado na brincadeira. Por exemplo, Mark said that after getting a raise, he could finally buy a Ferrari, but everyone knew it was tongue-in-cheek. Então, não é tongue and cheek. The other expression is case in point, que muitos americanos falam como case and point. A expressão case in point is just when someone gives an example of a point that you were talking about. For example, owning a Ferrari doesn't make you a good driver. 3 accidents at the car show is a great case in point. The next one is supposedly. Now, some Americans pronounce it supposedly, but that's not even a word. Anyway, supposedly means allegedly or purportedly. It's not proven, but you're suspicious of another possibility. For example, her boyfriend was supposedly at the football game for 2 hours, but his friend called his house expecting him to be there. Essa próxima, os americanos deveriam ter vergonha de errar. The contraction for should have, would have, and could have is should have, would have, and could have. But it sounds like should of, would of, and could of. And lots of Americans say that. Or worse, they write it. Anyway, it should have been written correctly. So for example, I should have asked him how to write the contraction could have correctly. The expression dog eat dog is mispronounced as doggy dog, like Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Doggy dog, the dog.
Well, dog eat dog is usually used to show that the world is unforgiving or tough or unfair. And it's used when someone does anything to gain an advantage, even if it means harming others. For example, the hostile takeover of your company is just another example of the dog-eat-dog world that we live in. Here's one of my favorites. People that say espresso, espresso. It's not espresso. There's no X. It's espresso. Hey, can I have 2 espressos, please? Okay, no X. Here's a funny one, irregardless. Now, irregardless isn't even a word. Ir is a negative prefix, but the word regardless already has contrast in the meaning. And irregardless doesn't make sense. So regardless means in spite of something or anyway. For example, he's going to do whatever he wants, regardless of your advice. The next one is scot-free. Some people pronounce it scotch-free. Well, scotch is whiskey, so scotch-free would mean without whiskey. Well, the expression scot-free means without any negative repercussions or without punishment. For example, because of a technical error, the murderer got off scot-free. The last one is a blessing in disguise. Now, some people say a blessing in the skies, but that's not right. A blessing in disguise is when misfortune ends up being good fortune. In other words, when something bad happens, but it ends up being a good thing or something good comes of it. For example, if I hadn't missed my flight, I never would have met the love of my life at the airport. It was a blessing in disguise. Então essas são as expressões que até nós gringos erramos de vez em quando. E vocês, já sabiam a diferença do correto e incorreto nessas expressões? Vocês já usaram essas expressões? Deixa um comentário. E como sempre, não esqueça de se inscrever no canal e a gente se vê na próxima. Let's practice!